to. And Cadwin is, just looks terrified. She's clutching at the dagger.
So Heavy looks over at Bardrin and is like, "So what you got there?"
It's a hat. I don't know much else yet.
It looks stupid. Take it off.
Whoa. Now, I can't see what you see.
That's what she said?
You think the hat looks awesome. Quirk.
Mikaha thinks the hat looks awesome as well. Mikaha tells Bodrin he thinks the hat looks awesome.
Yeah, see, this is the best hat ever, so...
Mikaha also tells Bodrin that
in your experience, Bodrin, which hats come second or third?
On that hat, once per battle, on a flaming sigil release, you can add 4 to the natural roll. No, wait, they release automatically. That doesn't make sense. Let me think about that again.
It does 100 damage.
Does 1 million damage.
He can roll an extra dice for damage.
No, I got it. Once your flame sigil doesn't count against your total number of sigils active. So that means
nice.
You can only ever have one sigil active. So
now he has flame sigil for free, basically.
Well, yeah, he can just put them on people and also have his other thing going on.
Shield sigil or whatever, warding sigil.
Like the warding sigil should have dropped off of you when he used the flame sigil.
Yeah, I wasn't counting it anymore after he used it. I just forgot to take a symbol off.
No, it's fine. It's not a big deal.
So all the doors are open now.
Yep, all the doors are open, and you start to hear screaming from the room to the north.
Alright, let's go to the room to the west.
It's probably the north.
So Mikaha picks up Cadwin and just, puts her in a fireman hold this time instead of holding her like a potato sack. So at least she has some dignity.
Pretty sure they're like the same thing.
A fireman's hold, you hold them across your back. And, not slung across your shoulder like sack of potatoes.
Collecting different hats. Let's have you... Okay, you make your way, and you find yourself in... what appears to be the attic. Although you're surprised that it's just connected to this hallway.
Wait, did we go west or north?
We went west.
Oh, okay.
And the attic seems to stretch on forever into the distance. There's a lot of junk up there. It looks like things that Mad Wizard knickknacks that may have just been going around. You hear kind of an odd ticking noise. You see a doll in a rocking chair that's rocking. There are also a few other items around the area.
Any colored hats?
There is a hat stand with many hats and wigs on it.
Nope.
Guys, I think if we're trying to find the center of this mansion, the attic is probably...
Oh yeah, the doors are closed behind you. Of course. That's how this... In fact, the wall behind you just doesn't exist anymore as you turn around.
Right, I'm gonna walk up to the door, or the chair that's rocking, and put it on its side so that it cannot rock.
Okay, so... if you look, as you get closer, you see that the doll is dressed in lace and silk, but as everything else is covered in dust, it's not covered in dust, and it kind of looks like how you would imagine the Elf Queen to look. Um, it's got a blank expression and a pair of lifeless eyes, but it looks like it's turning its head to follow you as you approach. And what did you say you wanted to do?
Just turn the chair on its side so that it like cannot rock. Just like straight
Okay.
up.
Let's see. So you've triggered this trap. 28 versus MD. Did that hit?
I'm pretty sure that hit. I would
All
say
right.
with absolute certainty that hit.
Very interesting. You don't take any damage at this time.
Good. 'Cause I would hate
Would
to-
anyone else like to do anything?
Makaha is just going to stand
There's
there.
lots of stuff in here.
Is there anything particularly magic radiant? Or is there just so much
Well, there's
background?
this doll.
There's a couple items. There's a chest, and then off to the side feels like it's kind of humming with energy. There's a wizard cane leaned up against the wall. There's a stuffed cat that's kind of sitting next to the cane. And there's lots of magic going along in here. Basically, there's a bunch of magic items in here.
So, I'm gonna go open the chest.
Alright, as you approach it, the lid opens and it begins to suck the room into it. The dust starts to move towards it, and you start getting pulled towards it. You can try to dodge it with a DC if you want to try to dodge it, or what?
I dodge it.
Yeah, you roll backwards away from it as it starts to pull the rest of the room about it. Eventually, it pulls the floor beneath it. It rips it up into it and falls, and you don't see it anymore. There's just a gaping hole where it used to be.
Guys, don't touch that chest.
What chest?
Right. So looking at the gaping hole, like, can we get out of there? Out through there?
I just
Yeah, you see kind of gears and there's it kind of looks like a whirling blade trap, but it's out of a gear that's spinning, and there's a room below, and you think that if you're quick you might be able to jump through it without getting hit.
You tried to kill me.
Who tried to kill you?
You. Okay, can I? Okay, like, would it be too meta to ask for the DC on that check to make the jump?
It's probably gonna be let me see. Yeah, it's not gonna be very hard.
Okay.
Can't we just jam the blades first?
Oh, well, I guess if you want to fucking be boring about it.
We could always just shove Catawin's body.
Technically,
great
he's still
idea.
alive.
Well, I mean,
Makaha vehemently shoots down any idea involving sacrificing Catawin.
I will not touch, but I will make a closer inspection of the cane.
Oh, excellent. You can see that it has as from about 10 feet away, you can see that it has a decorated carving of the Archmage's face.
Mm.
I'm gonna grab the
I
chair.
doubt
Do
it.
you want to go closer to it, or what are you gonna do?
Nope.
Leave
I'm
it
assuming
alone.
that the hole in the ground is the only visible way out of this room. There's like the infinite corridor.
Yeah.
I'm going to so the gears are still
Is there any
spinning.
mundane? I mean, you said there's tons of stuff about. Is there anything mundane that looks also slightly sturdy? Something that might disrupt the blade?
That looks mundane.
Not magical.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I mean, there's boxes and crates and
Stuff that really wouldn't be.
Yeah, you're not really sure that it might not just get destroyed as it throw it into the gear, but guess it's worth trying. You can see the hat stand that's near that hole starts to wiggle back and forth.
Nope.
I'm gonna knock the hat stand over.
We are the furniture fighters. We will not be deterred.
So you went up to knock the hat stand into it?
Yeah,
Just to knock it over.
Who was that did it?
Bodrin.
the hat wearer.
Ah, interesting. Alright, well,
The hat stand recognizes
let's see, it's gonna
nothing bad
attack you.
happened.
16 versus physical defense.
That's a miss.
Alright, so you just knock the hat stand into the gears, and it whirls around for a little bit. It looks like the hat stand's going to break, but the gear stops moving. It looks precarious.
Excellent work, Badron.
I quickly make the jump into the next room.
The rest of you going to follow?
Yep, Makaha's
There's
going to
nothing
jump
here.
down, keeping a tight hold on Catawin so as not to drop her.
I might as well.
Alright, let me see. Okay, you all make it through safely, and as the last of you jump through, the hat stand breaks, and the gear starts whirling again.
As a question, how tall is the ceiling?
You don't take any damage, but it was probably 12 foot. So
Yeah,
the gear's
so
kind of
I don't-
overhead, but
Yeah. Despite the hat stand having broken, I don't think any of us have the 12-foot vertical leap required to try and go back through.
I've got it for sure, but that's regardless.
Where are we now?
okay, hold on one sec.
Good thing I opened that chest, huh, guys?
Nice. Trying to think about your backstories here. Alright, you find yourselves in a small room that just has a single empty chair, and there's a portrait on the wall. And Makaha, it looks like, surprisingly like your mother sitting in a chair. But she's dressed in very old tribal gear, like something that your tribal ancestors would have worn.
Makaha just kind of steps towards the painting slowly. Not
When you look at
exactly
it-
saying anything.
When you look at it again, there's now a picture of a dark figure standing behind the image of your mother. And one of its hands is on her shoulders.
Makaha just stops. And nobody's going to ask Makaha why he's suddenly acting weird, of course.
Makaha, why are you acting weird suddenly?
Man, you can't even see. What you talking
We're in a
about?
haunted house. What? What do you mean, why is he acting weird?
Do we
Barbara,
all see the same image?
That's a good question.
The rest of you see a barbaric woman sitting in a chair.
Loving barbaric woman.
Makaha, when you look back, it's now just an empty chair. Badrin actually does see it seared into your brain.
Oh god, get it out. I'm gonna run up to the portrait and throw it on the ground.
Alright, the portrait disappears as Badrin smashes it on the ground. The chair itself disappears as well. You're in a hallway. You can go what you think is probably east or west, but by this point you're not really sure.
We'll head east. Any sounds of screaming, or have those been stifled?
Let's see, 12:32, which is the time in my zone. I'm just trying to think about how much long. Yeah, I know what we're gonna run into. So you make your way down the hallway, and near the end of the hallway, you do hear screaming coming from the opposite direction of where you're walking, where you decided to start walking.
Should we go help them, guys?
Nah.
You're probably right.
Alright, so
I doubt Catawin has any objection to us walking away from the screaming, does she?
no, she just looks terrified and she's clutching her dagger. All she's got going on.
I try and get a feel for whether or not that dagger is magical?
You want a cup of feel now, son?
You would have no idea, but you can. I mean, I guess you could do a physical inspection.
Cadwin, is that a magical dagger?
Her eyes are just kind of rolling back in the back of her head at this point. And she's just fucking terrified. She's not having a good day, nor does she particularly like you, because now that she has seen you fling your stones, she has a pretty good idea of what happened to her leg.
Whoa. I saved her from a life of crime.
Perhaps. Alright, so, let me see. Who should I ask?
Roland,
can you...
over his shoulder.
Roland, what's your favorite color in real life?
Dark blue.
Okay, and, cover, what's your favorite color in real life?
Red.
Okay, that'll work. Yeah, go ahead and roll for initiative.
Wow.
Oh, I forgot to, that was for the recharge on my lightning fork.
I have a question, since I have never once used my racial power of teleporting. Can I, do that to get out of, to, disengage for free?
Blue hat,
Yes.
blue hat.
Okay, well, good to know.
So what do we see, O Dungeon Master?
Castle Master.
Hold on. You just see a ghost appear in front of the group and behind the group, but I need to put them in here.
One is wielding a skull and one appears to be choking on his eyeballs.
So after we get this hat, can I wear it on top of my hat?
But that would hide the hat that is if superior would
No,
be covered.
I'm just gonna start working on collecting a rainbow of hats.
Right, but you're very strongly certain that the red hat is the most superior hat.
Well, perhaps I can just put take the red hat off somehow and put the blue one on first, and then put the red one on top of it.
Right, you may be able to do that one day, but at the moment, you are most definitely unable to remove the red hat.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
One second.
Barnabas, could you indicate to me as to whether or not this dagger is of a magical nature?
You can tell that it is magical.
Yes.
God, what is happening to my Roll20? It's so annoying. One sec. I have an annoying bug where tokens are not put down correctly. Okay, there we go. Alright, so at either end of the hallway in front of you, choking smoke fills the hallway, and you see a ghost appear within the smoke. She's just kind of sitting within this smoke field. And if you look behind you, you see another ghost, but that its bones are visible and seem more solid than the rest of him, and they glow like lightning.
Where its bones?
And I guess I need to roll for initiative for them.
So we're fighting two ghosts now.
Yeah, but no corpse bits.
That's nice.
There's a disappointing lack of ghost bits. Alright.
So this may be a bit of a delayed inference to make, but the Lich King's phylactery. Anybody else think that might be too lofty of a goal?
You think it? Say that again. Sorry.
If that's indeed what it is.
Too lofty a goal. Well, I mean, No sent us here. I mean, assuming we trust No.
You have tons of reasons to trust No. I mean, she's just like the Lich King's close family member.
She told me where my weapon is.
Have you guys been able to verify anything she said to you? Yeah, the directions.
Yeah, we have
She gave you to Yora. Okay, I am ready. Roland, it's your turn.
Keep rolling.
I think I will play the March of Relentless Mockery and mock him for wearing his hat slightly askew.
Even our blind man looks better than you.
Versus mental defense, that is a miss.
Damn it!
4 damage. is Kek's turn.
I'm going to attack the one that is not obscured by tons of smoke.
Suddenly, smoke appears.
It's also a miss.
Well, there you go.
Barnabas.
Excellent. So I'm on the side that has Serena the Crimson.
Yep.
I will. I'll fling a Chaos Bolt at her.
Okay.
Shot across the bows. It'll be 22. Random benefit. She'll take 26 total, and just in case she has resistances, it is fire damage.
She just takes 22 damage.
26.
No, sorry, 26.
My bad, yeah, because of the chaotic benefit.
Alright, it is now Billion the Blue's turn.
Is this supposed to be like a billions of blue blistering barnacles reference, or?
Maybe. I don't know, I didn't make the reference.
Is this just like a ghost with a hat as well, or?
No, actually, the hat is just a token. This one is not wearing a hat. It is just, it looks like a skeleton
Just needed to
with an ethereal body around it. And the body itself, the skeletons themselves are glowing with lightning, but you wouldn't be able to tell any of that.
Well,
Hurry up and drop a flame sigil. I hear they're free.
It is going to charge Bodrin. And it is going to use Summoned Storm on you. It's going to basically surround you and it in a lightning storm. And it is going to miss horrifically.
How do you... Jeez, Billion.
Okay. Billion is worthless. Bodrin, before your turn starts, a segment of the wall next to you slams outward into you. Let's see if it hits you.
Shouldn't have stood there.
21 versus AC is a miss, right?
Yep.
Alright, the piece of the wall goes back into where it was sitting.
Well then, I'm gonna step over here.
And it's your turn.
I'm going to cast. Can I just put like the burning sigil on my sword for free, or like I'm confused. Like, can't I like cast it into my weapon to have it add the effect, or do I need to use it on someone specifically?
I think you use it on enemies, but I'm not 100% on that.
Okay, well, I'll just.
So that was against Billion.
Yeah, I suppose so.
That is a miss. So
Oh, well,
five ongoing fire. Alright, and it's... You swung at him? Yeah, that's a hit. Alright, it's Serena's turn, but 1 second.
Just to be clear, we're fighting a dude in a blue hat and a woman covered in smoke.
No, but that's alright.
Give me 1 second.
To reiterate, Billion is a ethereal body with a very visible, perhaps solid skeleton. The skeleton appears to be lit by lightning. with charged with lightning.
That's effectively a dude in a blue hat.
Yeah, there's no blue hat.
Oh. Well then. How is Bodrin supposed to add the blue hat to his collection then?
He's not.
Well, that makes me sad.
Alright, it was Serena's turn, I think.
It was.
I don't know why that launched.
She is going to use Flaming Trident on Barnabas. It's basically a flame spear at you. Does that hit?
How does Yeah, that's a hit.
That's physical defense.
So yeah, that hits. How does fire resistance work? I have 12 plus fire resist.
So if she hadn't rolled 12 or higher on the hit, then it would have been half damage.
Okay.
So that's 15 damage, and she can use explosive apportation as a quick action, and she is going to target heavy with that, and that's +9 versus... Okay, physical defense? Yeah, that's going to hit. So she pops right into the middle of the group. She's now engaged with Roland, Barnabas, and Heavy. And she does 20 damage to Heavy.
Fantastic.
And it's Makaha's turn.
Double click on yourself cover, and then hit your green circle and subtract 20.
What? Oh, okay. Anyway, so Makaha, dropping the one-legged bitch, is going to charge at Serena the Crimson and just smack her one.
You're so kind to the
Women in
one that
general.
you're saving, in quotes.
Well, she beat dead if it weren't for me, so I feel like I can toss her around a bit.
Okay, so she
Okay.
takes 16 damage. Pretty bad damage roll there.
Really was.
Do you want to do anything else?
I can't do anything else. I don't have any quick actions.
But you want to.
Yes,
Alright,
I would like to make a second attack.
So Barnabas, the wall next to you opens, and you're sucked towards it. You feel a sucking wind, pulling it towards it, or you towards it, and let's see. Doesn't do anything. You just stand there and laugh.
This house sucks.
And Roland, the same thing's going to happen to you. And you're also, nothing's going to happen. And it's Heavy's turn.
Cover.
Heavy should probably try to disengage first. Because remember, you can't cast your spells while engaged without taking opportunity attacks.
Okay, sweet.
She's,
So I'll
she's
just
intangible
roll.
and can't make opportunity attacks.
Oh, okay, well then you don't even care.
Okay,
But of course,
so
if you disengage, she can't attack you.
do I disengage?
If she can't
Well,
make
you can just
opportunity
walk
attacks.
away. You don't have to roll to disengage.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah,
have to roll
okay.
it.
Well, sweet. Alright. So I'm just going to walk away and stand next to Keck here, just away from the castle walls, as I realize they're really shifty and doing strange things. And I'm going to cast Righteous Spirits on Serena.
Okay.
Serena Williams.
What's that against?
He would not.
I
want
think
to
so. It's
against
physical
PD.
defense. Yep, so that hits. Does 28 damage.
Sweet.
So Serena is hurting, and
I think Heavy
ally
gets
with the
plus
fewest
4.
HP gets plus 4 AC. Yep.
This Barnabas has less health.
No, I don't believe so.
Yeah, me either.
Are you going to do anything else with your turn, Heavy?
Can I throw a heal at Barnabas?
Actually, you cannot, because anyone who's engaged with Serena cannot use recoveries.
Okay.
As you're
in that
choking in
case,
the aura of smoke.
so no. I guess that's it.
Alright, Roland, it's your turn. Escalation die is 1. Did we lose him? Did you lose me?
No, you're still.
I can hear you.
No, we have you. LT, you there?
Yep.
It's your turn, Roland.
Sorry, missed that. I will. No, I don't want to die. Thank you.
No, I'm just predicting the future here.
Oh, I hate you. I suppose the best thing for me to do is just swing. So I will. Yeah, I'll just swing.
That's a miss.
That's what I figured. 4 is okay.
It's probably higher than your average. Okay.
Oh!
Kick, you're up.
So I'm gonna mark Serena as my lethal target for this fight, and then I'll make a attack, and that will be a crit.
Alright, she takes 60 damage and is not feeling too good.
That'll proc my cruel sling, which will leave her with 5 ongoing damage.
Alright, Barnabas, it's your turn.
Hint, switch targets.
How much does she have left?
11.
Oh, just kidding, killed it.
Finish her.
Yeah, I'll fling
Fatality.
We'll go with another Chaos Bolt on her.
Versus
17.
physical defense, that hit, or that misses, I'm sorry. Minus 4 damage. Does chaotic benefit do more damage to her?
Plus 1 to AC.
Okay, Bodrin, your turn.
I'm gonna run over here and save the day and try and finish her.
Okay.
No, 2 HP.
Nope, she's got 3
Okay,
HP left.
now my bleed is gonna
Oh.
kill her.
Oh, yeah, that's
the Blues' turn.
Billion's just all alone.
Oh no, he killed Catowin. Now we don't have to feel morally obliged to carry her around.
He's gonna jump in the middle of you guys and is going to use Summon Storm on engaged enemies,
This is attention-seeking behavior.
which are going to be Heavy, Keck, and Makaha are gonna. This is gonna go at you. It's versus AC. Oh no, versus physical defense. Sorry, that was Keck, and then Heavy, and then Makaha. Keck, Heavy, Makaha.
That unfortunately hits.
Yeah.
So that's physical defense.
Yeah,
So
that hits me.
First one does the first one hit Keck?
Yep.
Okay, that does 14 damage to you and 14 lightning damage to the enemy with the most hit points, which is probably Makaha.
How many HP do you have, Makaha?
I have the most.
How much do you have?
I had 78.6 at that time.
Okay, and then did the second one against Heavy hit 19 versus physical defense?
Yep. My physical defense is 16, so.
Okay, so that does 14 damage and 14 ongoing lightning damage. So 14 and 14 ongoing. I'll set you for ongoing, just as a reminder to myself.
Hey, Chaos, have you given me permissions to modify the health of this token? Because I'm not currently able to.
Really? You can't?
No.
That is bizarre, because you really should be able to. What do I need to take it by 14?
Yep.
Okay. And then the last one was a hit against Makaha.
Yep.
14 lightning damage and 14 ongoing lightning damage.
I don't like this.
Alright, Serena's turn.
It should take 3 ongoing fire, by the way.
At the end of its turn, though.
No,
I'm sorry. The
Billion.
hat. Yeah, sorry. She's going to use... One sec. She's going to use Flaming Trident against Bodrum. She's going to damage the Flaming Trident goes and hits the wall that had tried to suck Barnabas in and does 5 damage. And now
Wait, the wall has health.
Serena's dead. That segment of the wall has health. Can you not see it?
Oh, we can see it.
Yeah, I
We see
can.
it.
I'm just very confused. The wall having health.
The Serena just disappears in a puff of smoke.
So Makaha is just gonna smack Billy in the blue then.
Okay.
Makaha misses the ghost.
Yep, that is a miss, and you take your ongoing damage and try to save. Damn it.
That is the wrong mark.
Oh, did I do that to you?
No, I did that to myself while trying to take off the lightning symbol. I accidentally killed myself.
Okay. It is... the castle's going to attempt to suck in Roland and Barnabas again, so Barnabas first, then Roland. This is against AC, so it's probably going to miss both. 17 versus
Hold
Barnabas, 19 versus Roland.
That is a hit.
So the rest of you watching, you
Can
watch
Makaha
as-
attempt to grab Roland?
No, Barnabas and Roland, because you just miserably failed to hit Billion. Makaha, which is why I'm not going to let you do it. But you guys are sucked, so you're up against the wall and you can't move, and spikes come out of the wall through your flesh, and you each take 10 damage.
Well, that could be worse.
The ceiling above you opens, and tell me it does. Oh, that hits, definitely. And, a series of shards of metal fall on top of your head, and you take 10 damage.
Were they like small shards?
They're larger shards.
Oh, damn. Could be
And
worse.
it's Heavy's turn.
Alright, so I'm gonna heal myself and heal Barnabas' turn, I think.
Okay.
So I just
to
roll
add-
a recovery, and Barnabas rolls a recovery. Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Remember to add +8 to your recovery roll.
Excellent.
So do I heal 22?
Yes. Well, no,
Barnabas,
+8. So 24.
+1s, please.
Oh, sorry, yeah. 24.
Yeah, because Heavy has a skill that adds double his level to any heals.
Alright, it is now Roland's turn.
Okay.
Escalation die 2.
I suppose I will swing.
That's a hit, but it's almost a crit. But not quite. Billy in the blue takes it. Okay. Sorry, one sec. I messed some stuff up. Oh no. Okay. Alright. It's Kek's turn.
Alright, I'm just going to do a range basic against Billy in the blue.
That's a miss.
Yeah. There was a bunch of metal on my head, so...
Barnabas, you're up.
I will. I mean, do the spikes like shoot out and shoot back, or are we?
You're released. You're released.
Okay. Barnabas will step away from the wall, turn, and burn it.
Alright.
Turn and burn.
If natural, even. Okay, so it just takes the fire damage. Alright. Takes 17 damage. Anything else? I mean, am I missing damage?
No, that's all.
Alright, Billion is going to use his Lightning Storm attack again. So it's going to hit Heavy. He's going to move over a little bit. This is going to hit Kek, Heavy, Roland, and Makaha. And I forgot how much he's a badass, so we'll start at Kek.
Nope.
And then to Heavy.
Yep.
14 lightning damage, and your ongoing lightning damage goes to 28 total.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Someone might want to help him.
You might want to roll to save.
Okay, against Roland. Misses, and against Makaha. Probably hits versus physical defense.
It do.
Okay, so 14 damage to you and 14 to the person with the most hit points currently.
That
Which
would be...
probably Bodrin.
Yeah.
I have 52.
Yep.
Does anyone have more than 52?
Nope.
How much did you say? 14?
14, yeah.
Oh, no, 52, no, never mind.
And it's Bodrin's turn.
Okay. There's 18 versus physical defense hit. Also, did he take the 3 ongoing?
Oh yeah, forgot about it. Always forgetting the ongoing. Takes the 3. That does hit.
Alright, I'd like to release it then, immediately. But it's 6d10, not 3d10.
Okay, go ahead and roll 3d10 and add it to it. So 34. And what's the rest? 10 ongoing fire damage, it looks
Yep.
like? So his fire damage is now at 13, and he takes 34 damage. Alright. Makaha's turn.
Makaha, with nothing else to do, just smacks Billigan again.
That's a miss.
Makaha is not good at hitting ghosts.
And it's Heavy's turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna step back down the hall.
You have to roll to disengage, or no, allied.
Because he doesn't do.
And I'm gonna cast... What's it called? Hang on 1 second, please. Yeah, I'll cast Mighty Healing on myself, Kick, and Makaha.
Alright, so you each take recoveries plus 8. And then after you roll your recovery Heavy, you take 28 lightning damage. And then roll a d20 to see if it ends.
Okay, hang on, just quick maths.
Yep, go ahead. Do what you need to do.
31.
Meanwhile, the castle's gonna attack again. It's gonna try to suck Barnabas against the wall again. 15 versus physical defense.
That one I think I got him beat on.
Okay.
No, ain't that a B? He got me.
10 more. This one's gonna suck at Roland again. Just loves Roland.
The castle doesn't like Makaha, does it?
10 more damage to Roland. Castle doesn't like any of you. And then, Spike's
Do I
gonna
stop
rain
taking
down
the
on
damage?
Keck again. Oh, what'd you roll? Oh yeah, definitely.
Sweet.
Out.
15
Awesome.
versus physical defense to Keck.
No, 15 does not hit.
Alright, no damage to you.
Make yourself at home.
Alright, now it is 3. Escalation die 3, it's Roland's turn.
Chaos, can you put me up to 60 HP?
Let's see here.
Remember, how many recoveries should you have at this point, Keck? How many times have you been healed? Once?
Yeah, just once.
He's low enough. I'll just swing again.
That is a miss.
Oh. Okay.
And, wait, no, actually that's a hit, sorry. I misread that for some reason. I don't know how I did that. Who else was healed? Keck, Makaha, Roland. Just trying to make sure. How many times have you been healed, Roland?
Once.
Remember to keep track of your recoveries, guys, because the only real threat against you guys, obviously, is just attrition. Bodrin, have you been healed at all?
Nope.
This session? Okay. Keck's turn. You're engaged with him, but yeah, he doesn't do opportunity attacks. Yeah, he's dead. His bones just turn to dust, and there's a pile of glowing bone dust on the ground.
Wunderbar.
And it's Barnabas' turn.
Do we have to beat the castle before we can leave, or can we just kind of walk away?
You guys can start walking down the hallway if you like.
Well,
That fails to
I mean, if
answer
we
our
can just get
question.
away from them, then we will, because it's obvious we aren't. I don't even know if we can get back to where we were.
I'll just tell you right now, wherever you guys are headed, the castle is currently trying to eat you alive. So,
like, if we defeat this section of hallway, but then proceed, will there just be another section of hallway? Ready to
but it might not be trying to eat you.
I see.
Barnabas, you're up.
Yeah, well, we can deal with it pretty quickly.
Burn. I'll continue burning the wall.
20 damage, it looks like. It's got that section is pretty scorched at this point. Bodrin's turn.
To finish off that wall.
Yeah, that wall splinters and stops moving. Makaha's turn.
Makaha's gonna vault the dwarf. I'm kidding, of course. He's just gonna smack the wall. Because we all remember how bad an idea vaulting a dwarf was.
It was a terrible idea. Heavy.
Hilarious, though.
Yep, so before the walls can do anything, I'm just gonna creep up between Roland and Keck, just so I don't get sucked into anything. And I'm gonna shoot myself a heal and Keck a heal.
No, don't. I've already got it. I'm still owed a heal from your last heal.
Oh, right, okay. In that case...
I can't modify my health right now, so it's all good.
Alright, so I'll just heal myself and Barnabas then.
Wait, isn't your health showing up as full?
It's just updated just now.
Okay. Alright, so I think Heavy is out of heals, or normal heals, for this round, for this battle. So you just use 2 there, so...
Do I add +6?
Plus 8 to your rolls, plus 8.
Sweet.
Alright, the castle is going to open. The door near, the wall near Makaha's going to open, and it's just a void that does nothing. You kind of feel it tugging at you mentally. For a second you thought about jumping into it.
Makaha spits into the void.
But then you decided not to.
Makaha just spits.
The castle on the... Ooh, should I do it?
Yeah.
Makaha insults the void's mother.
Yeah, another wall opens next to Cadwin and attempts to pull her in.
Heavy waves goodbye.
She gets sucked into the wall and disappears from sight.
Well, balls.
You hear screaming from inside.
Well, I'm not too torn up about that.
The Keck's the only one that would possibly care because of the dagger. The castle's gonna attack Roland again.
Yeah, that was a magical dagger that expanded your crit range by 1, Keck.
Alright. No, that one actually was expand ranged crit by 1.
What? For what? For melee attacks?
Not fair. Oh no.
Yeah, on that dagger, dude.
For ranged attacks.
It's a dagger that increases. I'm just making that. I had no idea what that dagger was gonna be.
And Keck, you could have saved her. You could have saved her, man.
Roland,
and the dagger.
The wall next to you opens, and you feel an irresistible urge to jump into the void, which you do. The rest of the group kind of looks at you like you're crazy, and then the ceiling opens, and you come slamming down into the ground at high speed, and take 10 damage.
Dude, you need to stop doing that shit.
It's so much fun.
Now it's Roland's turn.
I feel like all my attacks would be useless against castle walls.
Yeah, it's probably going to be immune to music attacks.
Yeah. I guess I'm just gonna like swing at it.
This one, right? The one near you?
Yeah.
Alright. The wall is almost staggered. And it's Kick's turn.
I'll just make a ranged melee attack against the wall here. A ranged melee attack, a ranged basic attack. Does 18 hit?
Yes. Which one are you attacking? The one? This one?
This one. Next on Makaha's right.
The wall is going to reach out and try to grab you because you're engaged with it. And it misses.
Yep.
Barnabas' turn.
Barnabas will burn the one that sucked in the female rogue. Can I get an odd roll? Great rolls though, but
If only you were a half elf.
11. Wow, those damage rolls are terrible.
right.
Anyway, 11 damage. Bodrin's turn. At this point, Bodrin, you've got to be confused about what's going on since you can't see any of this. People getting whooshed around.
Nah, I'm just swinging.
Just that's a miss.
Yeah, I missed the wall. That's
You
unfortunate.
missed the wall. That's the perils of having no eyes. Makaha, you're up.
Alright, so Makaha disengages from this wall and goes over there.
Well, you're really always engaged with the castle. In
Yeah, but
fact,
he didn't get to make an
it's-
opportunity attack on me.
It's written as... Yeah, sure, he doesn't get to make an opportunity attack. Alright, which one are you gonna go hit?
So yeah, I'm gonna run over and try to pry open this wall
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah.
with his fists.
Do a strength. It's 18 plus 21. Yeah, you pry it open and you can see Cadwyn on a... She's got a spike through her remaining knee. And she's just up against the wall crying.
Can I pull her out?
Can you pull the
Yeah.
dagger out?
Yeah, you pull her out.
Alright, I pull her out and toss her in the middle.
Heavy
and be
welcomes her back.
I'd be like, well, you don't have any legs anymore, but you're alive.
And it's Heavy's turn.
Well, I'm just gonna throw a javelin at this bottom right castle wall, the weakest one.
Okay.
Not the left.
Well, he's
Sorry,
facing-
bottom left, my bad, yeah.
But if he's
Bottom
facing the wall, it's on his right. He's in character.
Good point.
Stop taking him out.
Yeah, that is hit, I think. So that part of the wall just disappears and holding energy.
Sweet.
And you just see some gears and stuff behind where the wall used to be, spinning. Gonna try to suck Roland in again, and then I guess Makaha. So Roland, then Makaha. Both.
God damn it.
Ooh, sorry. Give me 1 second.
So Makaha, after pulling Cadwyn out, just gets sucked in himself.
Makes sense.
Kind of does, yeah.
So you have a spike through your knee, 10 damage. Roland, however, the wall closes, and instead of mouth opens, and it reaches out and with its tongue and lovingly caresses Roland's face, doing 10 poison damage.
That's gross. Face?
Lovingly?
To his face. It was quite
Face.
loving.
I got licked by a fucking wall.
That's how things happen.
And you're almost dead because of it.
Roland's turn.
Avenge yourself.
Lick it
Well,
back.
here-
Lick it back. Oh god, Roland's in the corner licking the wall. This party is officially too crazy.
Bard licking the wall is what makes this too crazy. Not everything else.
No, everything else was pretty run of the mill.
It's the part where the bard licks the wall.
30 hits, yes, no?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Which one were you shooting at?
The one closest to me. There's no point in trying to run because the castle is everywhere, so...
Yep, it's actually written as the castle. You are in it. You are always engaged with it. Alright, Kek's turn.
I'm going to finish off the wall below Roland.
That's a crit, isn't it?
Probably not.
Well, it's dead.
If it's my first attack against that section of wall, yes, it's a crit.
Yeah, it's dead.
Yeah, but is it a crit?
Yes, it's a crit. The wall explodes, and the gears behind it explode too, and you can see into another room.
Yeah, buddy.
Explosions!
Barnabas' turn.
Barnabas will fire a Chaos Bolt at the last wall. Yup.
Barnabas.
Kek ducks.
Mikaha also
one's gonna... it's gonna hit Barnabas. Barnabas is just like, what? Oh, not Barnabas. Bodrin. For half damage, so 8 damage.
Because Bodrin is blind, and so he couldn't duck.
Look out!
didn't know it was
The wall is firing chaos bolts.
From behind. Bodrin's turn.
Bodrin, that was definitely the wall that just hit you, and it wasn't Barnabas.
Oh, okay.
You believe us, right?
No.
Does 24 hit?
Yes.
Yes.
Even a blind man can hit the wall. Sometimes.
The second time at least.
He's already missed it, though.
Okay, Mikaha...
Alright, the die is
Give me
4.
hold on, give me a second. Yeah. Oh, sorry. His turn got... Okay, yeah, it's Mikaha's turn.
Alright, so Mikaha is inside the wall now, with a spike through his knee, and he is pissed.
Yeah, escalation dice 5.
Escalation dies 5, Mikaha is raging, wall is dying. Mother?
Not a crit, but a hit. And it just explodes, and you fall out with a piece of metal spiked through one of your knees. Alright, that
Mikaha just
battle
pulls the
is
spike out
over.
and throws it at the ground.
Session will be coming to a close shortly, but go ahead and roll your recoveries to heal if you need to do it.
Would anyone be interested in possibly scooping up that magical bone dust from Billy? Could be useful.
Kek.
I'll do you one better than that.
Can I eat it?
Yes. Barnabas moves over, grabs a handful of the dust, closes his eyes for a moment,
And snorts.
Yeah. So how are you going to ingest or inhale, or what is this going to do?
Doing it like cocaine?
Well, no. I'm holding it. Is it magical? Like, is there still potency in this?
Oh yeah, it's glowing and crackling with energy. Do it.
Can I shoot like an out of battle heal to Roland? Just before he puts anything in his mouth?
Well,
I can
when
just
you're
take recoveries.
yeah, when you're not in battle, you can take recoveries whenever you want, and you have to take recoveries up until half health.
Let me think here for a moment.
Keck, we were lying about the dagger. There is no magic dagger.
You don't know me,
Barnabas lets the dust sift back to the floor through his fingers after sensing the energy with it. He reaches up with both hands, one necrotic and pestilent, dripping with viscous ichor, and the other mechanical, cold-pitted steel. And he unhinges his jaw with a sickening crack, his tongue lolling out, puffy and infected with who knows what vile bacteria, and begins shoveling the dust into his mouth. With a disgusting slurping noise, he swallows more and more of it down. And after the dust is all but gone, snaps his jaw back into place. What does it do?
You explain.
I actually want to be able to give a little bit more thought than just like random. What does that do to you? On that, so I'll tell you at the start of the next session.
Alright, so Macaw goes to Catalan.
Things are about to happen.
Okay.
I'm ready to ask.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if I say it out loud at this point.
Yeah, but I think what I would say is that it needs to... I mean, No's not here, so I let you think about it, but really the time that it was asked at was like back when you were in the worm, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, go for it.
I am asking how to kill the Lich King.
Yeah, didn't think that one.
See, what's
I
funny
knew that
is
one was
when...
gonna happen.
What's funny is that's exactly what I said you were going to ask.
It's the only motivator driving my character currently.
The Lich... She responds that my father can only be truly destroyed if his two phylacteries are destroyed.
Quit.
Once that has occurred, he can be defeated in battle like any icon.
Okay. Good enough.
And she... oh, yeah. Here we go. Yes, she indicates that the second phylactery is actually a relatively nondescript piece of goblet that she thinks might be in...
Forge.
Yeah. In the Dwarf King's vault. In the underworld.
Why
beneath
would you
Forge.
do this?
Forge.
Why
you know
would you do
exactly.
that?
You know exactly why I did that. And it was because of how LT did not want to do that.
Because nobody wanted to do it because Keck wanted to do it.
We are aligned, Roland.
Anyway, so Makaha is gonna check on, like, it's kind of even conscious at this point.
No, she's not. But you can pick up your baggage if you like. All right.
Makaha's gonna pull Keck off her and not let Keck loot her body.
Oh, too late.
Okay. Anyway, the Roland, as you're looking around, you're staring kind of at the wall that just tried to eat you in shock, and it opens again, and there's a mirror, and you see a reflection of yourself. But it is not actually... Yes?
Sorry. I just was going to say that that's not very unusual.
What part?
Seeing a reflection of myself in a mirror.
Right, except this one is screaming silently and beating its fist against the mirror. As if it's desperately trying to get out.
That's not
Okay.
unusual.
Everyone else that looks at it just looks normal.
I think I will break the mirror.
Nice. The mirror shatters, and remind me that you broke the mirror, because that will be funny.
A lot of that.
Okay.
No, none of that. We're talking about real jinxes. Anyway, 1 second. So a short distance away from where you are, in the direction you were traveling before the two ghosts jumped you and the castle attempted to eat you, you hear cacophony of screams of multiple people beginning to build, and then they end abruptly.
Remix.
Can't talk, tired. The walls of this hallway begin to visibly rot. The wallpaper peels away. Carpet starts to mold and sprout fungal blooms, and the plaster crumbles and becomes kind of a gray, wet mush. You can see other parts of the castle now. If you look down, you can see into the basement where a huge mechanical structure made of blood-covered cogs is slowly grinding away. It looks to be speeding up. You think it's probably this central area that's causing all of your grief, and probably think that it's, you're gonna have to deal with this. Is the phylactery. You get a sense of strong necrotic energy coming from it. And then the lightning strikes again, and the castle begins to shift. The walls begin to move through each other, and a scream of metal splits the air. And that's how this session's going to end.
Sounds fun, yeah.
So you can probably tell this is actually a module that I've adapted to my needs.
Transformers.
Monsters in disguise.
So just to clarify, Keck has the dagger.
Yeah, Keck has the dagger.
Did he get the magic dagger?
Yes.
But it's cursed.
Keck has the cardboard dagger.
Yeah, Keck got the cardboard dagger.
Yes.
So that's actually the first part of an adventure that series that some people are putting out. That was kind of like their Halloween special, tongue-in-cheek one. I was just curious what you guys thought of it.
That's
Not
cool.
how I ran it, but how it was like set up.
Was gruesome.
Bodrin stole a hat. I always like hats.
Bodrin is currently
Gonna have to
running
think
a
on that.
cursed magic
I think it's
item,
pretty
so
good.
that's always rad.
Yeah, Barnabas was way too much in his element, but like in general, it was really fun. Thanks for letting me play, guys.
Yeah, you're welcome back next week. I think Bruno's not going to be back for a while if you'd like to continue being a drunken dwarf.
Yeah, okay.
Wunderbar.
I'm free next Sunday, so that should be sweet.
He's Australian, so it'll be our Saturday, don't worry.
Oh, no, that makes sense.
Yep.
Alright, so I have quite a few to-dos.
Do you want me to make you a list?
To-dos.
I'll have to read some more of this rulebook throughout the week.
It's really not that complicated if you've played any sort of D20 system before.
Yeah, well, it's time to head to bed. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Alright, Bob.
See you, mate.
Enjoy your hat.
Oh, I will.
I'm gonna be right back.
Disconnected from your channel.
Night, folks.
See ya. Who else is going to bed?
User disconnected from your channel.
Oh wait, Nuns is in here. Hi,
Probably
Nuns.
before too long.
Wait, Nuns' sound is off. That's not cool.
Let's see. +1 dagger for Keck, hat for Bodrin, item from Shelob.
And the 2 curses.
What are my other
The doll curse
to-dos?
and the mirror jinx.
Oh, shit, I totally forgot the doll. Okay, the doll curse will be a slow motion, or slow acting. It should have affected you at the start of that last battle. But...
Isn't there another curse affecting somebody?
No, the rest are just damage. The doll curse, Keck is starting to kind of look like the doll a little bit.
No, I mean from a previous session.
Bodrin's earlier Gong had a permanent phobia, but I decided that disappeared when he went through.
That's what I was thinking of. Because I remember you never decided on that either.
No, that's pretty much my MO.
Modus operandi.
Yep, I pretty much start planning these things like 10 minutes before they start, and then once they're done, I don't think about them for another week. So I just don't have time. What's that?
I like it.
This one was a little bit easier because I found it. It's actually an interesting system they've got. It's called Tales of the 13th Age. And this group of people that have, like, long-term GMs that have been playtesting this system, creating their ideas, it's like kind of dropping in play. Like, my character that I've been playing is on session 4 of this particular adventure module, and there's a huge chain. So you can just, if there's anyone playing that game online or anyone, you can hop in, and your personal story through the adventure continues, even though you may be playing with complete strangers for that one session. That's kind of the way they have it set up. So
Wow.
they call it Tales of the 13th Age, and I just stole the tongue-in-cheek Halloween module. Because I thought, hey, I was reading it, and I bet I could massage this into actually making sense in our campaign.
Massage.
It was a sensual massage. Alright, guys, I'm gonna go to sleep. Talk to you later.
Chaos.
Night Chaos. Was fun, dude.
It was interesting. I'm curious to see how this one comes to a head.
Oh yeah, this I do. I need almost forgot one, which is Barnabas eating the bones.
I'm probably going to send you a message over that, probably over the forums.
Yeah, if you
I have a few ideas.
Yeah, open to ideas. Notice I've kept your trophy of slain ghosts up there in the top left.
Awesome.
Or your gallery of slain ghosts. I might make this a 3-session one. We'll see.
Except for the red
Also,
hat, because Bodrin's possessed. So,
well, yeah, I mean, this is just showing the ones that you've killed so far, so I don't forget. Because there's a list of 13 that I can pull from at random.
Nice.
One thing I was going to say was...
So it's like that one movie.
What?
So it's like that one movie.